I'm Luke Duncan with TH Marine Supplies in Huntsville, Alabama. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about our new LED underwater light. We're going to give you some useful tips on how to install and talk about some of the features of our new light. Here are some of the features on the new underwater LED light from TH Marine. The light is over 600 lumens, features 6 LEDs, which are available in 3 different colors. You have blue, green, and red, so 3 different options there on colors. We also have a couple of mounting options. One would be a through-hole mount, where you actually drill a hole, run your wire through the transom of the boat into the battery area, into the bilge of the boat. The other, it comes with a mounting pad, a mounting block to offset. You run your wire through the notch in the pad, up through a through hole in the splash well into the bilge area of the boat. That is probably the quickest and easiest way to mount. I would say the through hole mount to me would be the cleanest way to mount that. The light also produces 0 heat compared to other underwater lights. A lot of underwater lights have to be mounted below the water line because they get so hot. They build up so much heat. This light does not do that. So you do not always have to mount it under the water line. So you can use it under seating in a pontoon boat, on the side of a console, just anywhere that you would like those green and red and blue, a very bright light that's waterproof. On the first step in mounting your TH Marine underwater LED light through the transom, you're going to need a drill with a 3/8 inch bit, a tube of marine grade silicone sealant, and clear is what I prefer. A lot of people might use it in white on a certain boat, but I like clear. And you're gonna have 4 screws that actually come with the light, and you're gonna need a Phillips bit for your drill after you get through with that. Once you have your tools ready to mount your TH Marine underwater LED light, you want to go ahead and select on the transom where you want the light to go. I've chosen right below these scuppers. I've got plenty of room and it's below the water line, so it's going to illuminate the water very nice. I'm going to take a Sharpie marker in black and I'm going to mark exactly where I want my 3/8 inch drill bit to go. Once you've chosen the location, you want to take your 3/8 inch drill bit and your drill and drill the hole where you've marked. We're through the transom. Now that you have your hole through the transom drilled, take your marine grade silicone and add it to this rubber gasket before you insert the wire through the hole. It's going to make sure your hole seals off so there's no leaks. Next, once your silicone is applied, feed your wire through the hole that you've drilled, just like so. Then you're going to push in your gasket. Next, all we have left is to drill the holes. Before installing the light, you want to drill 4 pilot holes for your screws to go through. Just makes it a little easier whenever you're actually putting the screw through the transom of the boat. Before installing your screws through the screw holes, I like to add some marine grade silicone to the screw before putting it through, just to help seal the screw hole. A lot better. Now that your underwater LED light is mounted on the transom, we're going to go inside the boat and show you how to wire it up. Okay, next up, we're going to wire up our TH Marine underwater LED lights. You'll need some wire crimpers, wire strippers, some heat shrink tubing to clean up your electrical connections due to butt splices. If you don't have heat shrink tubing, you can get away with marine grade electrical tape, but we do suggest using the heat shrink tubing. You're going to need butt splices and a little extra wire just in case the leads coming off the light itself aren't long enough to go to your battery, and then we're going to have to run a wire up to the console to attach to a switch. Now that we have the light installed, I'm going to add some length to our wires so we can reach the battery and reach the console. I'm going to do that by using a simple butt splice. Okay, now you can film me put the butt splice on. To help clean up our splice connection here, we're going to use some heat shrink tubing to go over. All you want to do is slide it over your butt splice and then hit it with just a regular lighter. Be careful not to melt your wire. It's really going to clean up your connection. You want to repeat this process on your negative wire as well to the desired length to run to the console or to run to the battery. So gonna butt splice an extra wire, a longer wire on. We're gonna heat shrink it to make it just a little bit longer lead. Next, you want to run your leads off of your light and attach them to a battery to get power. So we're gonna attach a ring terminal, go to your terminal post just like so, fasten it down. Next, you want to run a wire up to your console to your switch. A lot of manufacturers will leave you a couple of extra accessory switches so you can hook up extra live well pumps or something like we're doing today, which is the underwater light. This is a center console, so I've already fished my wire up to the center console. A lot of builders will leave you a PVC pipe with wires running through, so you want to get you a snake of some kind and fish your wire up to the accessory switch, and then as soon as I get that hooked up, I'm going to have power to my switch, going to be able to flip on my underwater lights from the console. The final step is to run your wires up to the console. You're going to put spade terminals on your wires and attach to an accessory switch. If you don't have an accessory switch, you can buy an aftermarket switch and go ahead and mount it somewhere to the console. But in this particular boat, we were able to run to one of the existing accessory switches. So now we added our spade terminals, put them on our switch, and now we're good to go. We are ready for power. Finished with our install on our underwater LED light. Hopefully we provided some information that will be helpful to you when you go to install one of your own in the near future. Stay tuned for more TH Marine tech tips. We're going to be providing these about once a week on our TH Marine Team YouTube channel, so stay tuned.